Now that we have finished reading George Washington's Socks together as a class, we are going to be creating a digital storyboard. What we're going to be doing is we are going to be looking at the following document to find out what you will be expected to do. You will be first reading the engage portion here, the challenge portion here with an example shown from the book Macbeth by William Shakespeare. This was actually created by another student off of their website. How you can explore, research, apply, and create your knowledge from the book and how you can be successful in this activity. A spot to reflect by clicking on the following link to reflect with the following questions. How you can turn in your assignment for me to see by the end. And also how you will be assessed based on the following rubric here. Please make sure that you read all of what you have provided to you before you ask any questions. Many of those questions might be answered by the following spots. So we're going to start off with, in this screencast, how you can actually do the explore, research, apply, and create portion. There is a video that will explain how to do this activity step by step if you need any additional help from the screencast provided by me. So if you need to go to that, you simply click on the link and you watch the tutorial video. This video is only 3 minutes and 41 seconds long, but it is additional help if you need it. So let's go back to that following project page. If we actually go to the Storyboard, that website, I'd like for you to take about 15 minutes or so just to play around with the tool, not necessarily create your project, but I want you just to kind of familiarize yourself with how you can use it to help yourself. So let's go to that website. And you'll notice that it gives some examples over here, but all you need to do is go to the link where it says create a storyboard. When you look at the page, it has 3 different parts here. What I would like for you and your partner to make sure you have before you begin is you need to have 6 portions at least. You can have more, but I do want you to have at least 6 boxes to fill in. So you do need to go back, you do need to go back to this bottom portion and it says add cells. So when you click on this, right now it is set up as 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 3 by 1. It needs to go all the way down to that 3 by 2 and you'll see that it creates 6 boxes here. Click on change layout and you'll notice that when you scroll back and forth it will have 6 boxes for you to fill in. Now, just as an example, just to have you familiarize yourself with how to do the scenes, the characters, the textables, which are kind of like your text boxes, any additional shapes, all of those kind of things you're going to be able to kind of play around with. So, just as an example for the first box, which I'll walk you through, is since we're doing something that has to do with students going on a time travel adventure. Well, I'll start off with them being at school, just as an example. So if I would like to just kind of make my background the schoolyard, I can take this picture from up here and drag it, just like you saw me do. Then, once I have the background I desire, I go to characters. And since we're talking mostly about children here or kids, we can click on kids. And you can choose whichever character you would like to have in your storyboard. So as an example, I'll put this girl here. I can change her hair color to whatever color I'd like it to be, her skin color, the eye color, just kind of have fun with it. You can make sure that you change the outfit around a little bit, maybe her hair ties are a different color. Just have a lot of fun with this because there are different options. And also, if you don't like the colors that are provided here, you can always click on this little area here and it gives you every color of the rainbow. So if I wanted black, I'd just choose that and it would move on. Also, going back to her, you can edit the pose that she's in. So if you don't like her just standing there, she might be walking versus standing there, or she might be speaking to someone. So it will just change the pose for her. If you'd like to add an additional character, you just take that character and you drag them into the image. And just like before, we can change their hair color, their skin color, eye color, the color shirt that they're wearing, anything that you want to change here, you can change. You can also rotate the person if you'd like them to be upside down, which I know is a little bit silly. But you can rotate them, you can change their size so that he's further away, maybe he's standing on the steps. So there's many different things that you can do to familiarize yourself with what we're doing. Now the textables, if she really was talking to someone, I will put one more person in this image, just so that she's standing next to someone and talking. So I'll make sure he's talking as well, or speaking. Remember, I can rotate him, so if he's speaking to this direction, I'll make his hair color blonde, his skin color, his eye color, whatever you'd like them to be doing. Now, because they're both speaking, this is where I'm going to come back to this. These textables up here, looking back up at the left-hand column, you can either find classic up here, which look like the typical word textables up here, or you can even make it look like comic strips. So if it's a person who's fighting, you might want to do pow, or if someone was slipping on a banana, you could put splat. So any type of textables that you might want to use. There's also artistic, which are the following that you can choose from, or even signage. So maybe it isn't necessarily someone speaking, you can actually do a sign right next to them to do your textable. So I'm going to actually go back to classic, and let's say that this is actually Hooter from our story. Now we all know that Hooter likes to talk a lot, and he might be talking to the girl saying, "Hi, my name is Hooter." Notice how it will all fit within your text box. If you'd like it to be smaller, you can always change it to be smaller. If you'd like it to be bigger, same thing. You can change the font color or even the text bubble color. So if I clicked on this, it would change the text bubble to blue. I'm going to actually leave it as white. Or if you want to change the text color to red, if he's really angry, you can make sure that it's like a red or whatever color you'd like to use. You can also change the font type. So if we wanted to use the Creepster or the Kamika, we could change the font to whatever you'd like. Now when you go to shapes, you can add in any shapes that you might need in your image. This doesn't mean that you have to use these shapes at all, but if you're finding yourself needing a shape instead of a person, you can use these as well. With web and technology, if you'd really like to use any of these symbols in your images, you can always use these. These are helpful in maybe Hooter wants to buy something and you are going to put a price tag in there. It's whatever you need in your storyboard to make it engaging and fun for others. There's also clouds, gestures, some wireframes, so anything that you need, just like I said. So I'm going to go back to scenes, and just remember, you don't have to stick with school. If they are out of school and they're going outside, you can go to outdoor, click on it, and find something that goes along with the story. You click and you drag and you move on and you work with the next scene. So I hope that this was actually very helpful for you. If you have any additional questions, remember there is that YouTube video that we looked at the beginning that can definitely help you with anything that you might need. So please make sure that you have fun with this, you get creative, and remember you do need 6 parts to your storyboard. When you are done though, you will click on upload. Oh, sorry, this is where you upload images, so if we had any additional things, you would do that. So when you are done, I apologize, it is pressing on save. You click on save, and you will click, because you do not have an account, you're going to say I am a new user. When you go through the process of creating your new username, you will click on register for Storyboard that, and then once you have the link that it provides you, you will copy and paste that into the portion where it says that we need to turn it in. Remember, if you have any additional questions, please make sure to ask me in class, and I hope that you have fun. Thank you.